Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Gabriel Bowman and it's 2026. It's the craziest, most surreal thing ever. Did 2025 exist or not? I cannot believe how fast it went. Now, I want to talk a little bit, and I feel like this is the perfect video for this time of the year because usually it's around February, March, April that even the highest achievers start to rethink their goals or they start to fall off or start to forget. Most importantly, they start to forget their goals and their dreams. Why do we start to do that? Well, I want to get into that today, talk about why that happens and a habit that only takes 5 minutes every single day that will save your discipline, keep you achieving and chasing those dreams. So let's get into this. I want to talk about why does discipline fail when we focus on motivation? Obviously, imagine this. 2026, you have this goal in mind, you've been thinking about chasing this certain thing for a certain amount of time, and you feel like this is your year. Now, obviously, you're excited, you feel the motivation, you feel pretty dang good. Well, science can back exactly that. Did you know that the thought or the dream or the idea of setting a goal actually produces more dopamine, the pleasure hormone, than the actual achievement of the goal produces dopamine? Let me rephrase that. Let me put that out again. Thinking about your dreams, dreaming about your greatest life produces more dopamine than actually achieving the life that you want to live. And so clearly, obviously, that doesn't mean we don't want this life or that this life isn't important. Clearly, we didn't set goals for no reason. But our brains are not wired to chase things that are painful. It's the whole amygdala limbic system you've probably heard me talking about in the last video if you watched the other 3 videos of this series about journaling, which if you haven't, go back and watch them. And also, real quick, before I get into anything else, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are enjoying this video so far, or if you don't want to miss any of my other content. I'm making lots of videos just like this. Believe it or not, I've planned 56 videos basically stemming off of this video here. And this video stemmed off the last, and the last off the other two. So go back and watch. You don't want to miss any of it. That's how you're going to get the full grasp and knowledge that I'm putting and departing amongst you guys today. So yeah, clearly motivation is going to fail at about this time. And so this 5 minute journaling technique that I use has actually helped me to really stay focused. And I've developed a lot of different systems. One year I developed a system where I had a goal for every single week all throughout the year that would ultimately lead me meticulously to my main goal, which at the time was to make $100,000 in 1 year. And I didn't even achieve it. What changed? What happened? Well, it turns out these little small incremental goals, yeah, they might have been good, but it was hard to stay disciplined. It was hard to stay focused. Even setting small goals, one a week, isn't really enough if you can't stay disciplined. So, as I started to journal and I made 2025 my focus to journal every single day in my everything journal, which I don't know if you guys can see this. I journaled every single day in this book. As I made that my focus, things started to change. And like I always say, I would attribute 95%, maybe 95% of all of my success to this journal. The other 2 years that I held a journal just like this, even more successful. And I wasn't making any money. I wasn't doing anything else. My focus was completely different. I was living in a foreign land, serving a mission. Regardless, it has proven itself to me. And I just want to call this is sort of like a reset button. You can do it whenever you want. I usually save it for, at night, but also sometimes during the day I feel like writing in the morning or around lunch. It doesn't really matter when you do it, but all it takes is 5 minutes, and you go into your journal, and I'll give you the whole method exactly, and you write down answers to a couple of questions. And all these questions are scientifically backed. They're all scientifically backed based off of habit science and different studies of psychology and behavioral science, those kinds of things that are based around behavioral therapy. And so it's acted as an awesome reset button, even for my worst days. So let's get right into this. If you guys have a journal, feel free to write these questions down. I don't want you guys to forget. Great wisdom can easily disappear if not recorded. So this is the exact 3 question structure that keeps discipline alive. Number 1, what did I say I would do today? What did I say I would do today? Now, this is an interesting one. I don't want you guys to get confused. This is based off of fact. What did I say I would do today? Not based off of feeling. What do I feel like doing today? That's not what it's about. It's what did I say I would do today? Now, obviously, this isn't going to work if you don't ever have a plan, but clearly, if you're setting major goals, you've got a plan every single day. This is one of the most proven tools to track stated intentions. And what it's supposed to do is increase follow through. It's just a simple question of what did I say I was going to do today that increases follow through almost by 90%, which is that's amazing to think. The next question, number 2, what did I actually do and why? What did I actually do and why? So now this one comes from CBT, which is a cognitive behavioral therapy. And what it's supposed to do is separate behavior from identity, keeps discipline intact, and it's important to recognize that shame kills consistency and data builds it. So it's important to remember that when you write these things down, it builds you up. And when you're shameful towards certain activities or not accomplishing your goals, it's going to tear you down. So you want to get out of that headspace as fast as possible, get right into a journal and write everything down. And this is going to keep you from feeling shameful. It's going to keep you more focused, like this is an experiment. I'm trying to collect data to see how I can improve my life. Number 3, what will I do tomorrow when this same resistance shows up? This third question is based off of habit science, and it's actually one of the most validated tool in habit science. Is the simple question of what will I do tomorrow when this same resistance shows up? AKA, what's my plan tomorrow when I start feeling like I should scroll? Well, maybe you should break the routine. See, the cue is you get back from the gym and obviously you're tired, so you usually just sit on the couch. At least that's my cue, right? So if you can break that, do something different, maybe go to your desk or go to the kitchen and make a meal. That's going to break the cue just enough that you should be able to get right back on track and focus on your goals. Or another cue, maybe hop into your journal. That's a great way to do it. And record these same questions so you can be reminded, what am I supposed to do today? Now, obviously, I don't have anything else left to say, but it's as simple as it gets. Simple questions backed by science and psychology to keep you sharp like unto the sword you are meant to be this year. If you guys have any other questions, please leave a comment. I would love to answer all of them. I read every single comment. I don't actually get a whole lot of comments, so just feel free. And feel free to watch all of my other videos. Like I said, this is part of a series, so you can go into the playlist section and watch all these videos, and it is guaranteed to change your life. Anyways, without further ado, my name is Gabriel Bowman, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.